The first week of September is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic stretches the bold and the beautiful has delivered in recent months. With shifting loyalties, a shocking homecoming, and love triangles turning into quadrangles, the canvas is primed for explosive moments. As the week unfolds, every character seems to be faced with a choice, one that could change the entire trajectory of their lives. Steffy's homecoming news rocks Los Angeles. At the heart of the week lies Steffy Forrester's highly anticipated return. After weeks away in Europe, where she sought distance from Finn's complicated connection to Sheila, Steffy finally makes her move back home. Her decision is met with mixed reactions, especially since she left under such fraught circumstances. Ridge is the first to receive Steffy's news, and he beams with pride knowing his daughter is reclaiming her life in Los Angeles. He believes her presence will restore balance to the Forrester family, though Taylor remains cautious. Steffy's declaration that she refuses to let Sheila dictate her happiness is bold, but is it realistic? Finn, meanwhile, is overjoyed at the idea of reuniting with his wife and family, yet he can't shake the gnawing fear that Sheila will always be a shadow over their lives. The real bombshell comes when Hope learns of Steffy's homecoming. With emotions still raw between her and Thomas, Hope worries that Steffy will weigh in heavily on their situation, possibly pulling Thomas further away from her orbit. Steffy has never been subtle about her protective instincts for her brother, and it's clear she'll have plenty to say once she arrives. Thomas's mission of redemption. Thomas has spent months trying to prove he has truly changed. His focus on design, his renewed bond with his son Douglas, and his attempts to respect boundaries with Hope have painted him in a softer light. But the week of September first reveals Thomas is far from finished in his quest for redemption. After overhearing Brooke and Liam questioning his sincerity, Thomas decides he needs to prove once and for all that he isn't the manipulative man they think he is. He embarks on what he calls his mission, to demonstrate his worth not only as a designer but as a man worthy of trust. Part of this mission involves confronting his past head-on. Thomas makes a surprising visit to Steffy, confiding that he wants to build a life defined by honesty and loyalty. He vows to her that he won't fall back into old traps, no matter how tempting Hope's mixed signals may be. Steffy encourages him but makes it clear she expects him to live up to those promises. Hope, however, complicates everything. Her unresolved feelings for Thomas continue to bubble up, even as Liam presses her to recommit to their marriage. The emotional tug-of-war pushes Thomas to a breaking point, and he begins to wonder if walking away from Hope entirely might be the only way to stay true to his mission. Carter's warning to Liam. While Steffy and Thomas chart their new courses, Carter Walton finds himself in a surprising position this week, as Liam's unlikely confidant. Liam vents to Carter about Hope's connection to Thomas, expressing his fear that his wife is slipping further and further away. He paints Thomas as the manipulator he's always been, but Carter listens carefully before delivering a sharp reality check. In a rare moment of frankness, Carter warns Liam that his obsessive focus on Thomas could backfire. Carter points out that Liam has been known to waffle between women, leaving Hope vulnerable to seeking love and stability elsewhere. If Liam doesn't step up as a husband, really step up, not just point fingers, he risks pushing Hope directly into Thomas's arms. The warning rattles Liam, who has always believed he was the steady anchor in Hope's life. For the first time, he begins to question whether his pattern of indecision between Hope and Steffy has come back to haunt him. Liam insists to Carter that he's ready to fight for Hope, but Carter leaves him with a sobering question. Is he fighting for Hope out of love, or simply out of fear of losing her to Thomas? Forrester Creations' drama escalates. Meanwhile, Forrester Creations is once again the battleground where personal lives collide with professional ambitions. The week kicks off with hope for the future thriving, thanks largely to Thomas's visionary designs. Steffy's return, however, threatens to shake up the dynamic. She makes it clear she wants a firm say in how the brand moves forward, and she questions whether Hope and Thomas's collaboration is truly healthy for the company. Brooke, ever wary of Thomas's involvement in Hope's life, privately aligns with Steffy on this matter. This unlikely alliance between Steffy and Brooke could spell trouble for Hope, who feels cornered by the women in her life. Will Hope push back, or will she double down on her creative and personal partnership with Thomas? Finn's inner turmoil. As Steffy's return brings joy, Finn's inner turmoil resurfaces. He tries to assure her that Sheila is no longer a threat, but his words don't match the dread in his eyes. Finn knows Sheila has a way of resurfacing when least expected, and the fact that Steffy is placing her trust in him adds even more pressure. Sheila herself is lurking in the background, and though she doesn't directly appear this week, her shadow looms over every conversation. Viewers are left to wonder, is Sheila lying low, or is she already plotting her next move against Steffy and Finn? Hope at a crossroads. The week builds to a climax with Hope forced into a decision she's been avoiding. She can no longer deny her connection with Thomas, but at the same time, she doesn't want to destroy her marriage. When Liam makes a heartfelt plea for their future, Hope is visibly torn. The dilemma reaches a fever pitch when Steffy weighs in, demanding that Hope leave Thomas behind for good if she truly wants stability. Hope's crossroads could define the next chapter of her life, and the fallout promises to affect not just Liam and Thomas, but the entire Forrester family.